when Harvey originally put this together, he only had 10 families here. And so 2 months later, there were over 200 trailers here. And so he just kept, because he didn't want to turn anybody down. His heart was that nobody else would take these people. Nobody else would allow them to put their dilapidated shanty trailers in their parks. And so it was almost his original good heart turned out to be his biggest enemy, because it created a nightmare, a situation that is just not healthy and not safe.
Folks, these are trying times. We all know that. The government is working hard, but they don't have all the solutions. It's obvious when you look at people's daily lives. But when people come together, when there's need and people reach out for one another, this project we're about to look at is an example of what can happen. I'm here with Kenny Dickerson from
Master Builders.
Eco Master Builders. Now, Kenny's going to tell you in a minute just what that means. But more importantly, what Kenny's done is he's reached out to a community. And you might be familiar with it, Duroville. It's been in the news. The government's been involved. The Indian tribes have been involved. They've said, we got to shut this down. We got to get rid of all these people. We got to take 2,000 to 4,000 people and put them on the street, put them in the community with no food and no housing. Well, that really couldn't happen. Kenny Dickerson started to come up with an idea, and I'm going to let him tell you about it. What are we trying to do here? I can already see that you've made a lot of progress.
A lot of volunteers. What we're doing is we want to basically rebuild or rehabilitate the park from the north moving south. And we're going to build all greenhouses as close to zero energy use each, and basically buy some time until the sewer line gets over here in about 2 years. So there'll be a lift station right across the street in 2 years if CVWD can pull off all they're trying to do to help us out.
So the goal is to not only replace each and every one of these dilapidated mobile homes that are just incredibly, you've seen them, you can't live in them. Sewage is bad. 10 people live in a home. You're going to put together 1,400, 1,500 square foot homes made out of this new product. Tell me about this product.
It's insulating concrete forms. We basically take Legos that are made out of styrofoam, pour concrete and put rebar in them, and at every 1 foot level and every 19 inches on center, and we stack up a new house in a day.
And they do it with volunteers. This is an incredible new product, but more importantly, it's people coming together to help other people. And Kenny is in the middle of this. He needs all the help he can get. He needs volunteers. He needs companies that want to get involved. Call Kenny today. Get involved in this project. We're bringing Duroville to life. I mean, it was dead, absolutely dead. The good Lord has blessed this movement. You felt spiritually moved to do this. You've invested so much of your own time and money. It's just incredible what's going on out here.
Oh, absolutely. When I met with the Bureau of Indian Affairs, the assistant superintendent sat down with me and she looked me in the eye and said, Kenny, what are you doing here? Or, do you really realize what you're tackling? And I said, look, this is a job that is impossible. Without God, this is impossible to get done. But you can see in 2 weeks, we've got volunteers coming out of the woodworks who want to help and have hearts to fix this and get it right as a model to fix all of these illegal mobile home parks across the entire state.
We are into the solution. I'm here because of the solution. We're doing a job for people. This is a model beginning. You're going to see one of these homes we've already started to construct for a wonderful lady we're going to meet who's adopted 3 homeless children. What a story. Folks, the story continues. It's called Live and Breathe and Get Things Done that God wants us to do right here as Duroville becomes the primary example of what can be accomplished when people love one another, reach out, and work together.
When they put it together, because there were only going to be 10 houses originally, they put 3-inch lines to bring down into these settling ponds. Well, when Harvey originally put this together, he only had 10 families here.
So in any situation where you have condemned environment, sewage is always a big question like we talked about. But now what are we seeing here in the background, Kenny?
Well, this is essentially the fruit of 10 years of raw sewage leaving a trailer park in landing in settling ponds.
What's the solution here? What do you see in the future?
Solution is multiple fold, but what the game plan is right now is we'll plant clams in the far pond that's the cleanest of the ponds to start cleaning that up. We saw that happen in the Great Lakes, and now you can see in the Great Lakes to 120 some odd feet. We'll take this water, and the tribe has 300, with numerous allottees, 390 acres over here, and we'll clean up the dump that is behind us and to my left, and take all that compost and spread it out over the 390 acres. We'll take this water, water it, and we're there.
It will have farmland, farmable land.
Absolutely.
It'll not only be good housing for people, but they'll have work to do. We're really helping them create a quality life.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, Kenny, this is a dump that's been shut down by the U.S. District Court.
Correct.
What do we want to do here?
Well, you can see in the background we have a bunch of concrete that is of various sizes. We have a guy who is donating a crusher to us, and we will crush this to 1.5 inch size and create structural fill to raise the elevation of Duroville. So in fact, Wayne, we're going to solve two problems, two U.S. court problems with the same solution. We'll crush it up, move it over there, stabilize the soils, and raise the elevation so that all the new sewer lines will work and flow, and we'll fix two problems at the same time.
Can we get the government to agree?
I hope so.
Boy, I do too. Okay, it's about solving problems. Well, Kenny, nothing happens without help, and you got some help here. Tell me about these guys.
Oh, these guys are amazing. We've got Bryant and Brian and Mark over here. We've got people bringing in loads of structural fill for free. We've got a sweet brother who's run machines for 150 years.
at least that old Brian. I'll tell you something, man. You're a volunteer out here. You want to see this Duroville work. You want to turn this into a positive thing. Tell me how you feel.
Well, Jesus has set it all up, so we're just getting to be servants. And look at this. It's beautiful that we can help these farm workers. If we didn't have them, we'd starve to death in this country.
Folks, these are people who've got a heart for what's going on here. They're volunteers. Brian, you got TriStar. This is all your equipment out here. Thank you so much.
No problem. We enjoy being involved with the community and doing our part with everything.
We need help out here, folks. We need people like Brian, TriStar, to get out here and call Kenny Dickerson. Who is this gentleman over here, Kenny?
This is Mark.
My name is Mark Emerson. I'm with the House of Gratitude Healing Center, and I'm here to create a collaborative effort, a network of all sponsors in our Coachella Valley in order to come together to create this magnificent project we're here to underdo.
I want you to meet the man this all started with, Harvey. Meaning and Purpose, Wayne Boyd. So nice to meet you.
Glad to meet you guys.
Now, Kenny's out here doing quite a work, trying to put this whole thing together. This started way back when just a few people needed a place to put some trailers. Is that true?
That's right. And we just started with a little and got a lot.
You opened the doors, and it went from 10 to 200 before you knew it. Right. Now they want you to clean things up and do things. How do you feel about everything that's going on?
Right now, I'm excited to see what's happening. When before it was like a cloudy day, but seemed like the sun's shining through now.
This is a man that cares about people. The only reason he did anything because he cared about somebody. Now this thing is expanding to where we're eventually, through Kenny's efforts and these new type of homes that you're doing, everybody's going to have a living condition. We're going to have an environmentally safe place. It's just going to be better for everybody.
That's right. And hopefully everything will work out and we'll go ahead and do whatever we can.
And the tribe's behind you on this?
Oh, they are, yes. I think everybody's on board and would like to see the project move ahead to kind of get the tribe back into where they were like they were on a cloud too, but a dark cloud. But now they're seeing the light.
It's a wonderful thing when the light shines, isn't it, Kenny?
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's Harvey Duro right here at Duroville. You know, we're working through trials and tribulations, but through love and heart and contributions and people who reach out and care and do things like these trucking people out here, we're going to succeed, folks. This is a solution-oriented movement.